The fate of the For Honor faction war hangs in the balance in this week's episode of Watch the War. I'm your host, Chris Waters, and heading into round 4 of 5, it's the Knights who are poised to clinch a Season 2 victory, having won 2 of the 3 rounds thus far. A Samurai win would even the score at 2 rounds apiece, but it's do or die for the Vikings, who have been shut out since their victory in the first season. Can the Knights secure the crown for Ashfeld, or will the other 2 factions have something to say about it? Let's find out. Someone at the Mire must have given one heck of a locker room pep talk, because the Samurai stormed the field and won every single one of their territory battles the very first turn. This 100% success rate didn't last, of course, but if shinobis like Mr. For Honor keep up the good work, the Samurai might just have a shot. From a faction war microcosm fight against a raider and a peacekeeper to an honorable duel that played out like a textbook takedown, the acrobatic aggression of a skilled shinobi sure is a sight to behold. A frightening sight. These dudes scare me. The Vikings had a tough time pushing south early on, but with a little persistence and a strong beachhead established on the Samurai turf, they took the territory lead in turn 9. Dexely showed off that Viking grit in this Warlord 1v2 by taking a real bad beating and almost dying. Almost being the key word here. Swatting the Berserker off a ledge buys Dexely the time to remove the Shikoki's head from his body. Then the Berserker comes back and it plays out like the old saying goes. Body me off a ledge once, shame on me. Body me off a ledge twice, shame on me. I really shouldn't be fighting near ledges. Ledges are bad. As we progress through round 4, the Knights decided it was time to remind everyone who's been ruling this season, and by turn 20, they had twice claimed 37 territories and held the other factions to a measly 32 territories between them. Talk about a power move. It's almost as if the other factions thought they were doing well, only to turn around and have a lawbringer skewer, hoist, and toss them like a farmhand in haying season. Credit goes to Proctorex for the dramatic reenactment. The Vikings were not to be counted out, however, and in turn 34, they had almost half the known world in their frost-scarred hands. This was a big moment for the flagging faction, and some of them took the opportunity to celebrate. I mean, I can only assume KGS1's mid-combat dance moves are meant to inspire happiness and excitement on the part of this beleaguered conqueror. And those flies at the end are like party favors, right? It's festive, right? At the end of a decisive round 4, it was the Samurai who stepped up and snatched their second victory this season. Shout out to all the sneaky shinobis out there, like Cool Elmaz, who sent a shuriken invitation to 3 enemies to come into the darkness and face the whirling blades. That's one event that I would not RSVP to personally, but they all do, and they all die. Ouch. Should have sent a card instead. The stage is now set for a round 5 showdown between the Samurai and the Knights, who each have 2 wins apiece. Though the Vikings can still fight for pride in the final round, they are out of the running for the season championship. Will the Samurai seize the day, or will momentum swing back to the Knights? Find out on the next episode of Watch the War. And if you'd like a chance to have your gameplay highlights featured on the show, post your links on our official forums at the link below. I'm your host, Chris Waters, saying good luck, and please, never bring flies to a party. So gross.